5 famous American brands that failed internationally. 1. The Home Depot failed in China. In 2006, the Home Depot acquired the HomeWay. The HomeWay was a Chinese home improvement store. The American company greatly expanded its range, but sales were dismal. Finally, the Home Depot realized what the reason was. The Chinese don't do DIY. Labor costs in China are very low compared to the US. Most people prefer to hire a repairman. Moreover, very few Chinese have large homes. The Home Depot shut down its last Chinese box store in 2012. 2. Walmart failed in Germany. Walmart is the world's largest retailer, but in 1998, its American sales were starting to flatten. So Walmart looked to Germany. It bought out 2 local retailers in Germany. That gave it a total of 95 locations. But German law prohibits merchants from selling products at below cost. That eliminated one of Walmart's key pricing strategies. Walmart also offered a shopping experience that annoyed Germans. The US retailer insists on smiling staff, but in Germany, sales clerks smiling at customers was interpreted as flirting. Walmart offered grocery bagging, but Germans don't like strangers handling their food. Then the retailer clashed with local unions. After nearly a decade of problems, Walmart exited Germany. 3. Starbucks failed in Australia. Starbucks tried to conquer Australia with shock and awe. It opened 85 locations across the country at once, but the response from Australians was tepid at best. The sudden arrival of so many Starbucks looked suspicious. Aussies saw it as an unwelcome invasion. Australia has a very mature coffee culture. They are self-professed coffee snobs. There were already 6,500 established coffee shops in the country. Starbucks tends not to advertise, so it failed to convince Australians. After a 14-year battle, the company gave up and left. 4. Target failed in Canada. Target's goal may have been too ambitious. They acquired 124 stores and tried to renovate them at once. The company needed to hire over 17,000 employees. They also decided to build distribution centers from scratch, but their logistics software only worked in the US. It wouldn't accept the Canadian dollar or metric measurements. So Target ordered new software. It was unfamiliar for both the employees and the employers. 75,000 different products had to be entered. There were up to 80 fields of information for each. That resulted in thousands of errors. When those flaws hit the system, the result was disastrous. Items coming from overseas were stalled. Tariff codes were missing. Products weren't fitting into the right shipping containers. Merchandise was piling up at the distribution centers. Target had to rent additional storage facilities. Yet the store shelves were empty. After a chaotic opening, Target was swamped with complaints. Ultimately, it chose to exit Canada with $2 billion in losses. 5. Dunkin' Donuts failed in India. Dunkin' Donuts entered the Indian market in 2012. They had enough enthusiasm to open 77 locations, but it didn't last. In 2018, Dunkin' shuttered all but 37 of them. Today, only 21 Dunkin' stores remain. They no longer use the word donuts in their branding. Indians don't really eat breakfast, so they saw no place for donuts in their daily lives. Dunkin' India is now trying to promote a new coffee-first identity.